this up.
Look, someone was happy with the feet.
Where's the rotten? Yeah, someone was happy with those feet. There it is. The single Rotten Tomatoes probably tore this movie apart. Yeah, 45%.
I've got a really good fun fact I'm saving. Just tell you guys that.
A fun fact?
A fun fact.
For the movie?
Yes.
I don't have no fun facts. No, just but freaking, it's right there. That photo looks like. Oh, I can't think. Have you guys seen that movie though where the guy like his mouth is completely cut up the side? Yeah, what movie is that? I know. I'm like, I can't think of what movie. I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea.
I have it in my head. Everyone does it for Halloween.
Yeah, exactly. Freaking.
Honestly, like I think they did a good job with the special effects because they just didn't overdo it.
It reminds me of when it opens his mouth. That's what it reminds me of.
That's true.
Like when he like opens up his mouth to eat children. I looked this up and it says carve this lip, not the woman. That was not the movie, but okay. Should we watch The Notebook next week, you guys? I've never watched that.
Telling everyone lately that my name is Anne because Alexandria. So no one would know. They would be like, Anne, who named their daughter Anne?
Welcome back to another episode of Horror Hotties. This is episode 3, so if you are coming back, welcome back. If you're new here, this is where we watch horror movies that have been made throughout the times, new and old, and we review them for you, and we just kind of have a little conversation. We talk about it. So this week we decided to do Jennifer's Body, which was super exciting and fun. So I feel like that's been trending lately. But before we get into the trailer, I wanted to welcome Lexi to the show. This will be her first time on the show, so if you want to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Lexi, and my favorite horror film is In the Tall Grass.
In the Tall Grass. That was on Netflix, wasn't it? I literally loved that movie. That would be a good movie.
That's a fun one.
That was really good and really creepy.
Yes.
I actually watched that the day I quit my job. My old job. And then we also, how did you hear about us?
On Snapchat, and I was like, oh, that would be entertaining to do.
And so you were like, yeah.
Yeah.
I like girls. Girls are cute. We'll come and have fun.
And horror films are fun.
Yeah, who doesn't like horror movies?
Especially with girls.
Exactly. Like, no men. That's the fun part. This is like our break from men. This is where we just get away.
Love it. I was watching some other like horror movie review things, and it's all men. So I'm like, this is fun.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and welcome back, Amanda. We missed you last week. I missed you last week.
I missed you too.
We do behind the scenes too.
Aww.
But yeah, so we decided to review Jennifer's Body this week. So we all got to sit down and watch it. Did a little bit of research on the movie for you guys too, but let's go on ahead and show you the trailer real quick, and then we'll get to talking about it.
You and me are going out tonight. Wear something cute, okay?
You always do what Jennifer tells you to do.
It's just that I like the same things that she likes.
Hey, Jennifer. You look really pretty.
Why don't you just come by my place? That was random.
This isn't really your house, is it?
We can play mommy and daddy.
No way.
We always share your bed when we have slumber parties. Jennifer's evil.
I know.
No, I mean, she's actually evil. Not high school evil. Chip is looking really cute to me lately. How is he tasting these days? You are never a good friend. You could have anybody that you want. Why Chip? You're killing people. No, I'm killing boys. Are you scared? Thought you only murdered boys. I go both ways. I will finish you if I have to. Okay. You can barely finish gym class.
Welcome back.
Hello.
So, Lexi, what did you think of it?
I thought it was a really pretty decent movie.
What did you really?
She's like, pretty decent.
I don't want to lie, but I thought like it was pretty good. Like the makeup was good, everything was there. I just feel like 80s dresses during winter formal is not it.
No, I wasn't
saw
feeling
that.
No, but I think they were trying to make it like super obnoxious, like the most obnoxious pink color that they
Yes.
could find. They put her in.
Or like the one that
Poor Amanda Seyfried having to just go through that color in that scene. I don't.
They had to
No,
do
for
a
real.
couple like classic like
That was
horror movie
horrifying.
motifs.
That was horrifying in and of itself. What else did you think about it?
I don't know. I liked it, but I feel like it's a 14-year-old boy movie.
Yeah, I feel like it does put off that vibe where it's like I almost thought the movie was rated PG-13, but it's actually rated R.
Oh.
But yeah, it was like so surprising that there were just so many like appropriate but like overly sexualized scenes. Like
Yes.
they were appropriately over sexualized, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense, but I definitely thought it was kind of a up and down. It had, the movie has its ups and downs. It definitely was funny. Like I felt like the one-liners and everything were probably the best, and
Oh,
there were so many.
classic.
Basically,
lines.
the whole movie is just one-liners.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I love that.
Every 5 minutes, I was like, backstage, wait for this line.
Right? As far as the horror scale, though, I feel like I would rate it a 3. I don't think it was scary
Yeah.
at all.
Definitely a lot of blood though.
But funny. I feel like it was more of a spoof movie, even though it
Yeah.
wasn't really a spin-off of anything. It gives off that like scary movie 1, 2, or 3 vibe. You know what I mean?
Well, as someone who gets really terrified, I thought it was so fun.
This is like a slumber party movie. Like I
Yes.
feel like if a bunch of like teen girls or college girls are getting together and just having fun and want to throw a movie on in the background, this is a good movie.
Mhm.
Or a bunch of college boys thirsting over Megan Fox. Because we all know it happens, okay?
Yes, Megan Fox and Amanda Seyfried. That was a great duo.
Really awesome duo. And honestly, very unexpected too. I feel like you don't see, I don't know, like 2 pretty girls, but they're like the opposite kind of pretties, you know? Like in this movie, at least, Megan Fox, I mean, usually actually, she's always done up and looking just fly. But I always see her outshining, and then Amanda Seyfried comes in, and even though she's drop dead gorgeous, she always plays like the B friend. Like or what do they call the duff of the group?
Yeah.
When you're like the duff, like everybody likes you, but like you're not the prettiest friend, I guess.
Yeah, you're the pretty girl's
They
friend.
they typecasted them for that, and I just think that's so hilarious. Like, because that's exactly what she looks like in her roles too, Amanda. So I thought the casting was pretty good.
They
as
made
well.
Amanda look like a teenager, and then Megan Fox. She has a natural look, but she's got highlighter and everything on.
She's always like full glam. I feel like I never see this was the first movie I've seen her without like makeup on. I feel like that scene where they put makeup. Well, I guess she had a little bit overnight makeup, but they gave her dark circles and like obviously made her look like a dead person. So that was like the first time me not seeing her in like full glam. So that was kind of interesting. But
It was the first time I ever saw her disconnect her jaw like that when she was going in.
when it unhinges, she just goes in. It's like the quickest flash too. But I will say, as far as like the CGI goes, there's not a whole lot of it just on her specifically. I feel like there weren't any like crazy. I didn't even see a fog. I had no fog, no background, like nothing. It was just so dry, like. And then there were only like 30 cast members, I feel like. We kept seeing the same extras. And every scene, I was like, how many people are in this movie?
Look, it's a really small town, okay?
Really small town. Like this popular
6
person
people.
passes away tragically by getting ripped apart, and there's like 10 people at the funeral. Like, but everybody at school's crying. What? Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was a little weird. But interestingly enough, Megan Fox actually says that this is one of her favorite movies that she's done. And I think she said that in an interview. I'm not sure which one. But she was like, yeah, that was one of my favorite movies. And she felt it was underrated for its time. So that's kind of what made me want to watch it in the first place. I was like, well, now I'm curious. Like, I have to know. Is it good?
I mean, I think because they went so light on the special effects, the movie aged really well. Like, this came out in 2009.
Yeah, and when you think about 2022 to 2009, that's a lot of
A long time.
got graphics updating, cameras, like God, I cannot even imagine the difference in filming. If they were to remake this movie exactly this way, redoing it would be really interesting. As far as I don't know though, as far as on the horror scale, I wouldn't even really say it's scary at all. Sad, but entertaining. More of a cabin fever thriller type of vibe.
Yeah.
Comedy, a little dark comedy too. You had some one-liners that you wrote down that you really liked. Do you want to share some of them with us?
I want to share my favorite lines with you guys, okay?
Because I feel like the movie's not bad, but it's not a horror movie. You know, like I feel like it's not like, but it's funny. So, share, do tell.
Here we
Do tell,
go.
do remind us.
Okay. Okay, Bex J. You're so salty.
Ew. Like, what does that even mean?
Hey, Lexi. You're jello. You're lime green jello.
So cool.
Shutties.
Shutties. What was your favorite one though?
My favorite one? Let's see. You're giving me such a wetty.
Like, who? What? In what world would you say that to some? Well, I guess she meant to like kill him, but like, what? When you're like trying to seduce a man, you're giving me a wetty. In the moment, I feel like
Did a man write this?
So the whole time we were like, a man had to direct this movie, right? Like we were like, no, this is so like God, just has man written all
Like those
over
sexy
it.
lines, like, oh, you're salty.
And then we come to find out it's directed by Karen Kusama, who is indeed a woman. So we were a little shocked on that part. But I feel like she did a good job. And I think that's why they made everything so overly sexualized and obvious. And like, you guys, cliche. That's kind of the vibe that I get. So I think she did a good job creating something different. Because I feel like as far as it being like not a spinoff, not anything like that, it's kind of one of its own. I feel like there's not really anything similar to this movie particularly. And then on top of that, it's a demon, and like there's actually a storyline. If you can follow it.
Yeah.
If you can follow it, a very vague storyline, but
There's a slight romance.
yeah, which was
What'd you guys think?
also surprising. No details at all. I feel like everything was just, there was no detail for a woman to be directing a masterpiece, you know, like no detail.
Okay, so I do have a point I wanted to bring up to you guys. So we did say it was kind of cheesy, on a surface level, and almost comedic, but there was a really intense, like, love-hate, goal-on-goal relationship that actually was kind of conveyed quite well. If you think about these high school relationships where you're like, oh, I've been friends with this person forever, we have to be friends, but you're just not good to each other.
Right? Or the one friend is like kind of low-key in love with you, but she's also jealous of you, or she's also insecure because of you, because she's insecure, but they're like in love. Like it's so, it definitely had an underwritten storyline of like, no, like I feel like these best friends were falling in love with each other, and they were going through high school together, being dramatic, dumb girls. Like,
I know, I feel like that's me and my friend.
I was more focused on their
That was your high
relationship
school?
and how they treated each other than the whole demon thing. I was like, no, but she really like hated her, but she liked her. Like, she just threw her into a wall. Like, that was before she died. Like, you were, like, I'm pretty sure we were talking about that she was a bitch before she died. Like, she was already rude. She was already that girl.
Oh, that's the best
It
part.
just enhanced it.
Yeah, no one is like surprised when Jennifer is a demon because she's still acting like herself.
Yeah,
Like,
like
she's
nobody thought anything was sus.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, oh, this is normal. Yeah, this is normal for her. And then she just walks out to the football player in the field while he's crying, and they just walk into the woods together. And and the teacher hears him screaming, and he's like, "Get it out."
Bring out all your
Get it
emotions,
out.
champ.
And she's tearing him apart. Like, so funny. So funny. But I definitely, I don't know. I would recommend it to a friend, but not like a, hey, this is a scary movie I want you to watch. This is like a, girl, if you just need a night in with some wine, like, put this movie on because Megan Fox is hot, Amanda Seyfried's hot. Is it Seyfried or Seyfried?
Oh.
Anyway, she's hot. Everybody's hot. But I liked it. I feel like I would watch it again for sure. I've watched it twice now, so.
There we go.
Watch it the third time.
Right? Third time's the charm.
Definitely a movie you can watch alone without getting like spooked out.
I know. Yeah. So if you had to rate it out of like 10, what would you give it, Amanda? Or Bella?
Oh, I don't know, because I felt like in ways it was really good and well done, in other ways it wasn't. But I would watch again. I'd give it like an 8.
An 8? Ooh, up there, girl. That's so generous.
I mean,
I feel like that's generous.
an 8 for scary movies. I get pretty scared, guys.
Right. It was a good movie. It's a good movie. You should watch it. It is a good movie. So yeah, we could take the 8 out of 10. I was gonna give it like a 4.
I know.
On the scare scale, it's like a -2, but like I feel like it's a 4 or a 5 overall. I feel like
okay.
for me. Well, no, I'll give it like a 6 because of Megan. A 6 because of Megan.
Yeah, I
Solid
was
6.
like, I think I would give it a 6 because it's a good movie, but like what you said, horror -2. Period.
Detail. There was just not enough fluff. I wanted more fluff, more detail, more love, more detail. I want to know why. Like I want to know how they grew up together. Like it didn't build any sort of like relationship with them. I feel like like you just knew that there was something. Like she was like, "Ooh, I'm kind of weird about you. Like I'm kind of in love with you, or like I'm a jealous weirdo." Like
They could have hinted a little bit more.
yeah, they could have built a little bit more on that. I feel like, but if it were just quick to the point, it gets there. It gets there.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I thought it was directed by a man, because I'm like, girls don't just make out asleep while boys. Come on.
Exactly. Like, I literally the entire time, I was like, this has got to be a man's doing. Like, just the teases and, like, just the way that it's directed, it's again overly sexualized, but it's funny. So I'm like, I get it, I guess.
Oh, you know what? I had one more line. This one sent me over the edge.
Uh-oh.
It was the high school sex scene. When the boyfriend is like, oh no, was I too big?
Yeah, when she's like having that connection, because they have that weird BFF connection where she's like feeling her energy or something. She's feeling something. And she starts screaming, and her man stops what he's doing. And he's like, am I too big? And she's just
looking like she's about to cry, and he's
horrified.
Like, oh.
She's like, what? She has no idea what to say, because what do you say? What do you say in that moment? You just like scream bloody murder. And I'm pretty sure they were like emphasis on that was their first time. Like, they were so excited.
She's like, oh, I wasn't paying attention.
Loved that. But yeah, I feel like, and honestly, the movie got a 43% on Rotten Tomatoes. I feel like that's pretty accurate. I won't lie.
Okay.
I won't lie. I was thinking I'd watch it and that opinion would change, but I feel like it's pretty accurate for me.
So what about kill scenes?
Ooh, kill scene. Yeah, what was your favorite kill scene?
My favorite kill scene. Oh, when she killed Chip. Yes, period. The boyfriend has to go first.
Yep. And that's on period.
Did you just dislike Chip or something?
No, I just feel like everything's funnier when the boyfriend dies, or like the girlfriend, whoever they're in love with.
Yep.
There was a really good cat fight when he died.
Yes.
Like, he's like dying in the background of this fight.
I liked it in when she killed the like the weird goth kid to make her jealous. Like,
Oh yeah.
And she's like standing over him, or she's like squatting over him, and she's like drinking his blood, and it just reminded me of that TikTok where it's like good soup. Like I was like, oh, that's good soup. But that was my favorite. I felt like I've never seen anybody drink somebody's fluids like just blatantly, you know. So I felt like that was creative. A little bit.
Just scooping it up with her hand in the stomach.
Just going in.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us, guys. We're going to play the trailer one more time for you all.
You and me are going out tonight. Wear something cute, okay?
You always do what Jennifer tells you to do.
It's just that I like the same things that she likes.
Hey, Jennifer. You look really pretty.
Why don't you just come by my place? Well, this is random.
This isn't really your house, is it?
We can play mommy and daddy.
No way.
We always share your bed when we have slumber parties. Jennifer's evil.
I know.
No, I mean, she's actually evil. Not high school evil. Chip is looking really cute to me lately. How is he tasting these days? You are never a good friend. You could have anybody that you want. Why Chip? You're killing people. No, I'm killing boys. Are you scared? Thought you only murdered boys. I go both ways. I will finish you if I have to. Okay. You can barely finish gym class.